This recording explores the core ideas behind one of the most influential modern teachings on habit formation and personal change. It focuses on how small daily actions, when guided by awareness and intention, shape character, discipline, and inner power over time. If you're interested in mental mastery, self-development, or understanding how lasting change truly works beneath the surface, this reflection offers practical insight drawn from timeless principles applied to modern life. Mental Alchemy: How Small Inner Shifts Create Powerful Change. Chapter 1. The Invisible Architecture of Habit. Every lasting change begins beneath the surface. Long before actions become routines, they exist as repeated thoughts, attitudes, and inner decisions. Mental alchemy starts with recognizing that habits are not forced. They are built quietly through consistency. Small, seemingly insignificant choices shape identity over time. When awareness is applied to daily behavior, discipline becomes less about willpower and more about alignment with intention. If you enjoy this kind of reflection, you're welcome to subscribe for more thoughtful audio like this. Chapter 2. Identity Before Action. True transformation does not begin with effort, but with self-concept. People act in accordance with who they believe they are. When identity shifts, behavior follows naturally. Mental alchemy teaches that instead of chasing outcomes, one must reinforce identity. Disciplined people act with discipline. Focused minds seek clarity. Resilient individuals recover quickly. By consciously choosing thoughts that reinforce a desired identity, the mind begins to reorganize behavior automatically. This is not self-deception, but mental conditioning, shaping internal dialogue until it becomes the default lens through which decisions are made. Over time, resistance fades, and action feels natural rather than forced. Chapter 3. The Power of Small Repetitions. Great change is rarely dramatic. It unfolds through repetition. The mind responds to patterns, not intensity. Small daily practices, reading, reflection, focused breathing, deliberate silence, accumulate unseen power. Each repetition strengthens neural pathways and emotional responses tied to growth. Mental alchemy emphasizes patience. Progress compounds quietly, often unnoticed, until results suddenly appear obvious. This principle explains why consistency outperforms motivation. Motivation fluctuates, systems endure. By committing to simple actions repeated daily, inner power grows steadily, reshaping both mindset and behavior. If you enjoy this kind of reflection, you're welcome to subscribe for more thoughtful audio like this. Chapter 4. Discipline as Inner Alignment. Discipline is often misunderstood as restriction. In truth, it is harmony between intention and action. When thoughts, values, and behavior align, discipline feels effortless. Mental alchemy reframes discipline as clarity, knowing what matters, and eliminating internal conflict. When the mind is trained to focus on long-term meaning rather than short-term impulse, self-control strengthens naturally. Inner order produces outer stability, and personal power becomes sustainable rather than exhausting. If you enjoy this kind of reflection, you're welcome to subscribe for more thoughtful audio like this. Chapter 5. Discipline: The Quiet Power That Shapes Destiny. Discipline is not punishment. It is direction. It is the ability to choose what matters most even when comfort calls for something else. True discipline is quiet, internal, and deeply personal. It is not built through sudden motivation, but through repeated decisions aligned with purpose. As modern habit philosophy teaches, identity comes before behavior. In Atomic Habits, the core idea is simple: every action is a vote for the type of person you are becoming. Discipline grows when actions reinforce identity, not when identity waits for action. One does not rise to goals, one falls to systems. Scripture reflects this timeless truth. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. Luke 16:10 KJV. Small disciplines matter: rising when tired, returning to focus when distracted, choosing restraint when impulse appears. These moments seem insignificant, yet they quietly shape character. Another biblical principle reinforces inner mastery. A man that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Proverbs 25:28, KJV. Discipline is not rigidity, it is protection. It creates boundaries that allow growth. Without it, energy leaks. With it, power accumulates. From a mental alchemy perspective, discipline is the bridge between intention and manifestation. Thought alone is not enough. Desire alone is not enough. Discipline transforms vision into reality by anchoring the mind to consistent action. The most powerful form of discipline is not extreme effort, but repeatable simplicity. Doing the right thing even when it feels small, especially when it feels small. Over time, these acts compound into confidence, stability, and inner authority. Discipline does not demand perfection, only return to focus, return to purpose, return to the path. And in that return, personal power is forged. If you enjoy this kind of reflection, you're welcome to subscribe for more thoughtful audio like this. Chapter 6, Habits, the Invisible Architecture of Life. Habits are the silent framework upon which every life is built. Long before success or failure becomes visible, habits are already at work in the background, quietly shaping direction, identity, and destiny. They do not shout for attention, yet they determine outcomes with remarkable precision. A habit is more than repeated behavior. It is a decision automated by repetition. What begins as a conscious choice gradually becomes an unconscious pattern. Over time, these patterns form the invisible architecture of daily life. In Atomic Habits, James Clear expresses this idea simply and powerfully. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Goals point the way, but habits carry us there, half or away from it. A goal without supporting habits remains an intention. Habits are the systems that turn intention into reality. Every habit reinforces identity. Each small action casts a vote for the kind of person one is becoming. Another brief but essential idea from the book states, every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. Identity is not formed in moments of ambition, but in moments of repetition. Ancient wisdom understood this long before modern psychology. The Bible emphasizes the power of repeated thought and action. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7 KJV. Thought gives birth to habit, and habit gives birth to character. The danger and the power of habits lies in their gradual nature. Small habits rarely feel significant in the moment, yet they compound over time, producing results that appear sudden but were long in preparation. Scripture warns of this subtle influence. Take us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines. Song of Solomon 2:15 KJV. Small habits ignored quietly shape destiny. From the perspective of mental alchemy, habits are channels through which focused thought becomes embodied reality. Concentration without habit fades. Belief without habit weakens. Desire without habit dissolves. But when intention is reinforced through disciplined repetition, momentum becomes unavoidable. Habits also protect energy. When decisions are automated, mental strength is conserved. Discipline becomes effortless when behavior no longer requires negotiation. This is why structure liberates rather than restricts. The Apostle Paul echoed this principle through disciplined action. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. 1 Corinthians 9:24 KJV. Mastery is not achieved through force, but through design. To shape life deliberately, one must shape habits intentionally. Change the habit and the direction changes. Strengthen the habit and identity follows. Over time, the unseen architecture becomes visible as character, confidence, and calm authority. Design your habits carefully, for they are quietly designing you.